Russian President Vladimir Putin and his Vietnamese counterpart To Lam witnessed the exchange of several signed agreements between the two countries, including bilateral cooperation on oil and gas, nuclear science and education. Putin arrived in Hanoi from North Korea after signing the Strategic Pact, which comes as both countries face escalating standoffs with the West and could mark their strongest connection since the end of the Cold War. Russian President Vladimir Putin signed at least a dozen deals with his Vietnamese counterpart and offered to supply fossil fuels, including natural gas, to Vietnam during a state visit that comes as Moscow is seeking to bolster ties in Asia to offset its growing international isolation over its war in Ukraine. Putin and President To Lam agreed to further cooperate in education, science and technology, oil and gas exploration and clean energy. The two countries also agreed to work on a roadmap for a nuclear science and technology center in Vietnam. Of the 12 publicly announced agreements, none overtly pertained to defense, but Lam said there were other deals that were not made public. Putin said the two countries share an interest in developing a reliable security architecture in the Asia-Pacific region with no room for closed military political blocs. Lam added that both Russia and Vietnam wanted to further cooperate in defense and security to cope with non-traditional security challenges. Vietnam also has licensed Russian state-controlled oil company Zarubezhneft to develop an offshore block of its southeastern coast. Hanoi and Moscow have had diplomatic relations since 1950, and this year marks 30 years of a treaty establishing friendly relations between Vietnam and Russia.